Hey everybody, welcome back to the Connection Project with Sally here for another week. This is a solo episode, so I won't be keeping you as long today, but a couple things I wanted to talk about. One is I just want to put this invitation out to my listeners, co-hosting a Costa Rica retreat in October 13th through the 18th. So if you feel called, we have 8 spots, only 3 spots left. It is a magical retreat, women only. Sorry, any guy listeners out there. It's a sisterhood. It's a manifesting your destiny retreat. And we are going to be just steps from the beautiful Costa Rican beach and have an intimate retreat space. There's going to be one-on-one time. There'll be energy work, breath work, of course. There will be workshops on learning how to manifest your desires. Have you been thinking about like what you want to do with your life? What is this next chapter for you? What are you thinking about? So many times we feel a little bit lost, and there is help out there, even though we don't think there is, right? The universe has our back. And we're God, divine, whoever it is that you put your faith in. And we want to help show you, Christy and I, my partner in retreats, my soul sister, we want to show you and help you, guide you to learning how to manifest, how to ask for what you want, how to feel into what you want. And that's what this retreat is about. We will be doing ceremonies and cacao and, like I said, breath work, and there'll be movement every day, right? There's a lot of components to really settling in for rest, rejuvenation, learning, right? So there'll be downtime. There'll be time to move that energy in your body that might be stuck. There'll be time for everything. So, not to spend any more time on that, but it just came to me this morning that I would like to share that with you. I'll leave a link in the show notes this week. But yeah, if you're thinking that you need to get away and you need to really tap in to what's going on inside of you, share your time with other women, come back with a plan on how you're going to move into this next chapter of your life, then this retreat is for you. So just let me know. I'm super excited about it. This is our second retreat. We did one in Sedona in March. That was amazing. That was 12 women. We've decreased it to 8 this time because of the venue. And also we want to be able to have some one-on-one time with the ladies that are coming with us to do some real separate healing sessions individually. So yeah, it's going to be a beautiful time. And Costa Rica is amazing. I've been there once before. I don't know who's been there, but the sloths and the toucans and all the nature. So we're going to have a little bit of both of that where we're located. So yeah, if you're interested, let me know. So in today's episode, I really want to talk a little bit, even though I said this before, I'm not a astrology buff, but I was thinking about what to talk about today, and there were a couple of things that popped up for me. And I came across something, we're moving into the Cancer season for all you astrology buffs, and by no means is that me, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about our intuition and how we can check in with our intuition, and also what that means and where we are in the astrology calendar today. Um, and so when we talk about Cancer season, we're talking about, this is the reason this touched me today, is because it talks about ushering in a time to slow down, be patient, and feel. And so much of the work I do helps with you to learn how to process your emotions. And I think this is why this landed so much for me today. The last 3 months were a lot of energy, right? Spring, moving into growth, new movements, new beginnings, changes in perspectives. Um, and maybe things came up for us that we didn't know about ourselves, or maybe things came up for us that we had honestly just forgotten about. So the Cancer season, even though we're going into summer is all about slowing down, right? Slowing down long enough to feel your emotions. And I talk about this in breath work all the time, right? When people come in to do a breath work session with me, whether it's a group or one-on-one, I talk about this slowing down, this connection to yourself, trusting your body to let whatever emotion's going to come up, come up. It doesn't always mean in a breathwork session a ton of emotions come up, but sometimes they do, and that's okay. That's okay. We don't want to be afraid of those emotions. We want to allow them to come up. And so part of this Cancer season is learning to slow down and be okay with yourself. Be patient. I don't know who else out there has trouble with patience, but I am slowly learning about patience. And it can be such a gift when we start to learn patience. It's a time to receive soul nourishment and to feel safe in the face of our own emotions. It really is important. So the Cancer energy represents many, many things. And then at the heart of it is the foundation of healing. And my mission in breath work and the work that I do, the inner child healing, the work that I do is at the heart of all of that, at the root of all of that is the healing. My mission is to, help the world heal. So whether you're a coach, an entrepreneur, a healer, or just my neighbor down the street, right? There's so many things that we can tap into to help us live a life that is more nourishing, more soul nourishing, right? Not more achievements nourishing, not more things nourishing. It's more about what's in our heart, what's in our soul. And so this feeling is encouraged by the Cancer energy. It's raw, it's real, it's untamed, primal. So one thing that they talk about, and actually got a lot of this from the spirit daughter, right? So I got a lot of this information from her and what she puts out. But we want to allow the feelings to come out, right? We don't want to suppress them. So this is the time, right? If you have those feelings bubbling up in you, this is the time. If they're coming to the surface, let them come. Feel them, right? We have to feel it to heal it. That's the mantra. I want you to just tap in with that because allowing it to come from deep within, it can be a feeling of joy, of rage, primal scream. We do that in breath work too, right? We want to let it out. This is the time to let it out. Sometimes we need to cry for hours. I'm not suggesting that we're crying and in our bed all the time, right? There's levels of everything. But if you're feeling a lot of emotion, and it's kind of funny because I've been feeling really, really good and positive and moving things forward, and business has been great, and my home life is, personal has been great. And this morning I woke up and I just had this little like, I don't know if you ever get this little like, I don't know if this is like an intuitive thing, if it is just a weird like butterflies in my stomach kind of, I don't know, something off. And I said to myself, okay, don't make too much of this, Sally. Like, what is it? But I really had to slow down and kind of connect with like, why am I feeling this way? But we want you during this Cancer season to not overthink or have to have an answer for anything. We may not even know, I may not know what this feeling is for me, and that's okay. Like, when do we give ourselves permission to say that's okay? Right? In this Cancer season, we just want to feel it. We don't need to over-explain it. We don't need to explain it to perfection. We can journal on it, but we don't need to journal to find an answer. We just need to be present with them. And there's so much of my work, actually, work that I've done with one of my mentors, Kim Beekman, in my inner alignment work. We call it feel and process, where we want to feel the feelings. We just want to feel them because they're just an emotion. They're just a feeling. They're just a vibration. So learning to feel them is important. So my invitation to you is to invite those feelings in during this season. Resist the urge to explain them away, to journal them away, to process them away, to suppress them, to suspend them, to calm yourself, and maybe give yourself permission to allow those feelings to just come up. Giving yourself space, whether you go outside and you're alone and you're on a mountain and you like scream it out, you cry it out. I want you to allow those feelings to come up. Just standing in their presence. Like, how powerful is that? Standing next to them, not telling them they have to go away, not telling them they don't matter, not always having to have a logical explanation for why I'm feeling this way. I'm just feeling this way today. And that's okay. And that's okay. And maybe tears are going to come up, and that's okay. I don't need to apologize. I don't need to shame myself. I definitely don't need to pass judgment on myself. If I wake up with a feeling that I'm just feeling off, that's how I usually say it. I'm feeling off. And for me today, it was this like weird little butterfly feeling in my stomach. I have nothing to be nervous about. Um, so what is that? And I did try to find a reason for it. And then perfectly, imperfect timing, imperfect universal timing, I opened a book that I ordered and it talked all about this. So when I got up this morning, I wasn't sure what I was going to talk about on this solo podcast. And divine timing was like, yeah, this is what you have to talk about. I got this sensation. I wanted to wish it away, talk it away, journal it away, which are things that I not wish it away, but journaling is a thing that I would encourage my clients or myself to do. But in this case, it really spoke to me and landed with me like, let me just sit with this feeling. I was trained to sit with these feelings. This is what I do. This is what I teach people. But sometimes it's hard for us to do that ourselves. So just allow myself some presence today to sit with my feelings and just kind of see what comes up. What is there? Sitting with the tears, allowing ourselves if there's turmoil. And the big thing I want to get across to you is telling yourself you're safe, getting that feeling that you're safe, not being out of control. It's more about being almost in an, I don't want to say a neutral state, but being in a state of just being with your emotions, expressing your emotions, sitting with your emotions, and feeling safe to do that. Sometimes that takes time to get there. That is something I help people with, but it's something I continually work on every day. So when you come across someone that tells you that they're going to give you a 6-week course and everything is going to be dandy with your emotions, I hate to say it, but I think they're freaking lying, because this is a process. If you're not used to dealing with your emotions, sitting with your emotions, this is a journey. But there is light at the end of the tunnel, and it can happen. And so I want you to be curious about that. Just all that I'm saying. Feeling safe in your emotions, allowing them to pass with greater ease. They're a vibration. So allowing you to feel the feelings, right? And I've heard this before, this statement before, and another coach shared it recently, and it reminded me of this statement, right? Buffaloes in a storm, they don't run away from the storm. The storm is coming. They do not run away from the storm. They run into the storm. That is the fastest path through the storm. So intuitively, They know that. So they know it may be like crazy, but they choose to just get through the storm the quickest way instead of hiding, instead of running from it, right? How does that connect with life, right? What do? We run from our emotions, we hide from them, we suppress them. But what if we get curious, even if it's just in this season to kind of start ourselves off? But what if you just get curious about sitting with your emotions, sitting with your sensations, sitting with how you're feeling and letting the emotions and the sensations in your body, when that thing comes up, that feeling comes up, that chest pressure, that throat closure, for me, those little like little something going on in my will chakra that's kind of probably wanting to hold me back a little bit, making me a little nervous about something. What if I just sit with that and see what comes up? Whew. Maybe even taking a deep breath here. Nice deep breath in. And out. Yeah. Yeah. Just think about that. So over this Cancer season, just allowing yourself to feel, noticing if you're feeling safe, letting those emotions arise. Practice telling yourself you're safe, saying it to yourself. I am safe. I am safe to feel. Those are other words I use in breath work also in my sessions, because subconsciously, we may logically think we're safe, but subconsciously, something in us, that gnawing feeling in my gut today, is there's something subconsciously that feels unsafe to me. So just allowing myself to sit with that and keep telling myself it's safe. It's safe for me to feel this way. It's safe for whatever's going to come up. It's safe for me to just kind of listen to my body. If I feel like crying a little bit, crying. And then just tapping into your intuitive self, right? It's time to hear what comes up within your subconscious. Like I said, it's not tied to logic or practicality. It's really the feelings inside of you. And when you don't honor your intuition, it's almost like an act of betrayal. That your intuition is the part of you that already understands the future and the past. It's part of your energy that extends far past the physical body and connects to the universal wisdom. It's a part that brings you these revelations, these insights. But how many times do we ignore that? Right? So intuition, though, comes from a feeling. You cannot think it. And if other emotions are in the way, it can become blocked. So I want to just leave you with this today. And I want to come back and talk a little bit about intuition on my next episode, because there's a lot to unpack with intuition. And I want you to leave you with this for this short episode this week. Get curious and notice how you feel if you try to sit with your emotions over the next few weeks, allowing them to come up, allowing them to pass, allowing the tears to come up. If you're feeling rageful, not taking it out on somebody, maybe going somewhere where there is nobody and letting that out, screaming, trying to find a breathwork session to allow some of that to come up, local or online. Reach out to me. But this is a integral part. This is in Cancer season right now, right? This is where we are in the astrological map of things, right? Slowing down, being patient, feeling. This is what they're asking us to do. But I'm asking you, this is something we can take. It's an important aspect of our healing journey. whether you think you have to heal or you don't think you have to heal. But starting to emotionally have emotional connection is important. The days of suppressing our emotions are really over if we want to move forward in life. Whether it's moving our business forward, right? Entrepreneurs, healers, coaches, moving your business forward. If you don't get this stuff in check, you don't connect to what's going on, it's hard for us to move forward. Believe me, I can tell you all about that. So yeah, any questions, any thoughts, please drop them below, reach out, DM me. Um, this is a passionate topic for me, and I thought I would get into intuition today too, but I think I'm gonna hit that in the next episode because there's a lot to unpack with that. So that's what I'm gonna leave you with. You have to feel it to heal it. So get curious during this Cancer season, slow down, be present, allow the emotions, the tears, the anger to come up in a way that's productive. Don't put a judgment, a tag, a shame on it. Just let it be. All right, everybody. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in with me. I'll be back to talk more about our intuition. And yeah, more to come. I got some big surprises coming up about a new membership I'm going to be launching. And yeah, if you know anybody that wants to spend 5 nights with me and Christy in Costa Rica, please reach out. It is going to be magical. And yeah, have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. And remember, you have to feel it to heal it. Bye, everybody.